The lazy man who wanted to live without working. They say that in a village hidden among mountains there lived a man named Anastasio, although everyone knew him as Tazio the Lazy. His fame was due to such great laziness that not even the oldest donkeys in the village matched him. Tazio told anyone who would listen that working was a disease, and that he preferred to die healthy rather than sweat in the field. His only effort of the day was moving from the hammock to the table when his mother called him to eat. "Tazio, food is ready!" the poor woman would shout, already hunched over with age. "I'm coming, old woman, I'm coming," he would reply, dragging his feet as if the air weighed him down. In time, the mother, tired of carrying him, warned him, "Son, when I die, what are you going to do? You can't spend your life lying in that hammock." But Tazio, with a lost gaze, answered without remorse, "Don't worry, mother. I will find a way to live without lifting a finger." Years passed, and his mother died. Tazio inherited a hen, a bag of beans, and the old house full of leeks. In less than a week he ate the beans, devoured the hen, and was left with nothing. It was then that he remembered a rumor circulating in the village. Behind the hills there lived a mysterious old man capable of granting wishes. When they heard about it, the others laughed, but Tazio saw his salvation there. "If that old man exists," he told himself, "I will ask him for what I have always dreamed of, living without working." And so, one sunrise, with nothing in his stomach and hope shining in his eyes, he set out towards the hills. Climbing a stony path, he ran into a skinny fox with a cunning gaze and attentive ears. The animal planted itself in the middle of the road and, to Tazio's surprise, spoke. "Where are you going, lazy man?" Tazio, without getting too scared, replied, "I'm looking for the little old man of wishes. I want to ask him to let me live my whole life without working." The fox let out a mocking laugh that echoed among the rocks. "Living without working? No one can, man. Even I, a fox, must move at night, run risks, steal a chicken or an egg to survive. If I don't, I'll starve. Do you really believe that a life without effort exists?" Tazio made a gesture with his hand, as if swatting flies. "That's your problem, animal. I'm going to get what I want." And he continued on his way, convinced that the animals knew nothing of comfort. Further ahead, at the top of a dry tree, a yellow-breasted bird was waiting for him, chirping with energy. Seeing him, Tazio asked, "Why are you so happy?" The bird tilted its head and replied, "I work from dawn. I look for worms for myself and for my young. If I didn't, they would die." Tazio snorted with annoyance. "Bah, I'm not going to exert myself. Soon I will have a fulfilled wish, and I will never sweat or move a finger again." The bird laughed with a mocking song. "Well, be careful, lazybones. No one lives without working. He who does not work does not eat." But Tazio refused to listen and kept moving forward, increasingly confident that his life would soon be pure rest. Finally, after crossing the hills, he found a cave illuminated by a strange glow. At the entrance was the old man with a white beard and bright clothes, sitting on a rock. "I was waiting for you, Tazio," said the old man, as if he had known him all his life. "I know what you have come to ask me." Tazio smiled, satisfied. "Then don't make me waste time, old man. I want to live without working my whole life, without moving a finger." The old man looked at him in silence for a few moments, and then replied, "I can grant you what you desire, but you must know the price. If you want to live without working, then you will never move again. You will remain in one place, immobile, watching the days and nights pass, and that destiny cannot be cancelled. Do you accept?" Tazio, blinded by his laziness, did not hesitate for a second. "I accept. What could be better than never moving?" The old man raised his hand, and with a snap, Tazio's body hardened. His feet rooted into the earth, and his skin became hard as rock. In the blink of an eye, Tazio was turned into stone, with the same confident expression on his face. The old man disappeared without a trace, and the wind blew hard over the hill, as if carrying away the last laugh of the lazy man. Since then, the town's grandparents point to an enormous rock on the top of the hill and say, "That was Tazio the lazy, the man who dreamed of living without working." There he remained, turned into stone, waiting for someone to bring him back to life. And they always conclude with a warning: he who does not work does not live, because even the earth strives to bear fruit, and whoever refuses to make the effort ends up turned into dead weight.